Ali, I should probably ask as well, like, how do you want me to introduce you? Is it, because I don't know your second name. Is it Ali?
Just say
Big Ali?
Just say Big Ali.
Big Ali? Big Ali.
Just
What is your surname?
Setirekli.
Yeah,
It's not even Turkish.
Yes,
man.
it's Big Ali.
Yeah.
What did you
This
say?
is a place in Crete. No, it's not even like Turkish people. Like, that's weird. So back in the day, apparently my family had their own village. So it's called the Setirekli village where all my family lived there. But this is going back years.
And then they just had that
You know
as
what's
their
mad?
as their
Yeah.
You know what's
surname.
mad?
Yeah.
Your surname sounds really Greek, bro.
Setirekli, innit?
Because when I first saw your surname, I was like, bro, you ain't Turkish, bro. You know what I'm saying? No one with a surname like that. Right, turn it on. We're losing content here.
Hello and welcome to the More Than Muscle podcast. This week, very, very excited. I've got the usuals, Andy and Nat, but we're more excited about having Big Ali in the studio with us. Say hello, mate. What's going on?
Appreciate you having me. Normally it's boring, innit, with like Andy and
I know.
is it?
I'm just
Is
stuck
it?
chatting with these. It's babysitting. That's what
It's
it is.
babysitting, yeah, man. Do you know what I mean?
He does a good
Hey,
job.
thanks for bringing me down here, by the way,
Had to
with
get
the
him
Uber.
out.
The
Had to get him
special
out of
Uber.
Tottenham. 5
Special
minutes.
Uber. Separate path as well for me.
I know.
I had to come through.
Decent.
For those who don't know, the studio is in the middle of a forest, pretty much. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ali Wilson, nice Jordan.
I'm ready.
What J's were you wearing, mate?
I don't even know, you know. I got them from JD. I'm not sure what they are, to be honest with you. But they just look nice, don't they?
Yeah, right.
Clean.
I felt sorry for you when you got out of the car. I thought, fuck. They're all swayed and everything.
Yeah, man. I know if anything like that, you know, back in the day in football, we used to put wrap the bags around your foot. Yeah.
But all I used to do is just lick my finger, you know them ones in assembly.
Oh yeah, no, legit, you do that. You got a
I didn't care
toothbrush,
about germs
a
then.
little toothbrush at
I'm
home
saying.
as well, all that sort of
That's
stuff.
why I ain't had COVID or nothing, bro. I used to lick my fingers and fucking clean my...
Yeah, that's why your immune system's so good. You didn't get COVID. You were licking your feet from day one.
Bro, God knows how you sit cross-legged like that anymore. I can't do that.
Who's that?
What?
No, in assembly, you know when you sit
Oh
cross-legged?
yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm too stiff now.
You can't do it. Well, not with legs
I
like
couldn't,
that.
I'm
mate. I've got
stiff.
7 metre legs. It
7 metre
doesn't
legs?
work, yeah.
Wow.
Like no exaggeration. Any big client wins this week, guys? Like what's been going on? Ali, let's start with you. Anything been happening with your clients? Anything like that you want to celebrate? Or yourself? Screw the clients. Like, you know, what's been going on with you?
Do you know what?
Big up yourself.
Big wins. Yeah.
Big up myself.
Yeah. Exactly. Come on now.
Do you know what? That's a good question. You know, I never really think about like if I'm doing well or how well I'm doing.
People
it's
in
something
the UK are afraid to, like, you know, say good things about themselves. Like,
do you know what? I've always been like that. I've never been a person to be like, oh, I'm doing really well. I'm this. I'm that. I'm not really. I think I'm on the right track. Well, there's always room for improvement, obviously, but at the moment, I feel like my business is on the right track. Obviously, coming up to Christmas, with every business at the moment with PT, it's always going to be a little bit slow, which is normal for everyone. But now I'm just getting ready for just pumping out content until January, and then January, hopefully, it will just be a big push now.
Sick, love that. Yeah, I think the Christmas period's always a weird one, isn't it? Like people feel like there's no point in starting before Christmas, but there really is. Like, I mean, there's just no point of like being like, oh, fine, I'll sack off 2 whole months. Like you can do a lot in 2 months, but you know, people are weird.
I definitely seen the difference from working in London versus working now in Guildford, which is the commute belt. Because when we was in London, Christmas,
Yeah,
no
like the
one
whole
is
of
there.
December
No
would
one's
be
there, innit? Normally, yeah.
dead.
Whereas here, it's a lot busier than what it was because everyone comes home for Christmas, so they're here anyway. They got more time. Sometimes you end up training their kids as well, their husbands, their wives, whatever. So it depends where you are. London was dead.
Yeah, when I started to PT Oxford Street, I remember coming up towards December, you probably do maybe 1 session a day, 2 sessions a day, because everyone's going back home. They're travelling back home, so you never really see them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
this
kind
period
of used to like it because it was like forced time off.
Yeah.
You know, like in the summer, you're like, oh, should I book a holiday? Feel guilty. In Christmas time, it was like, right, I have to take time off.
Yeah.
Happy days.
So Ali, I was chatting with Andy off cam, and he was talking to me about your ex football career playing. Was it pro over in Turkey?
Yeah.
For a little while. So I just had 2 questions. A, what was that like? And B, are you better than Andy?
Do you know what's so bad? You know, at the start I just said to you, I never really been big myself up, but I'm 100% better than Andy.
I'm the reason he's got no knees.
Yeah. But Andy, are you better than Darren?
Bro.
It's not a question, is it? We're saying Darren's dead.
It's not even a question.
Am I better than Darren? I played football once since I was like 14.
I have seen you play football.
Yeah.
How's it?
You've done okay. But we weren't even going to me playing basketball.
He's a nice person.
Yeah, he's a nice person. He was a nice person.
Maximum effort.
I said to Andy goes, I took Max to football now. I was like, oh my god, was he good? He was like, I just saw him running at me like all arms and legs.
Mate, first thing, yeah, we had a drill, yeah. You know them drills where like you got a team over that side, team over that side. The guy puts the ball in the middle. You got to run to get it, and then you beat your man and you score. First thing you done, smash my knee with his knee because his knee's like this tall.
You said that, man. I reckon it was knee into hip. I'm a basketball player. What do you want from me? Like, we went over to the courts, and Andy was, I'm gonna say, interesting. I remember we were doing a video for your gram, and you were like, "Hang on, I want to get like one swoosh," and I was genuinely recording him for like 40 minutes.
You were good though. I think you did 17 shots and you got 16.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
From
all angles.
Light work in there.
Decent.
Yeah, exactly. What I lack in coordination with my feet, I make up for up top, I suppose. Happy days.
That's what they used to say. If someone was really shit at football, like, how is he good? Is he good at football? He's a nice person.
He's a nice person. He tried. He's a trier.
I'll be alright in goal. I never went in goal when I came over to play with you in Batham. Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, mate. I feel like we digressed away from. What was it like actually playing pro football for you, Ali? Like, how did you sort of get into that, and then sort of like take us through a little bit about what?
I first started playing at Broadwater Farm in Tottenham. I'm telling you, when I was there, I was the only white person there. You know.
Colonel, yeah.
No Colonel.
Yeah, of course I do, bro.
Do you?
Football. Yeah.
Do you know Classford?
Yeah, Classford. Yeah, I do. I used to play for Interwood, bro.
Oh yeah, Interwood was in our league them times,
You
isn't
see what
it?
this podcast is going to be about.
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing.
Man, I remember when I went there, and it was like literally like my dad took me there because my dad's butcher shop was opposite the Lordship Lane Park. Yeah. There was a park there, Bruce Grove. Is it Bruce Grove? Bruce Grove. So my dad's butcher shop was there, and a few boys used to come to the butchers to get meat, etc. And then my dad was like, he's spoken to a few people, let me take you to football. So I went there, bro. You know when they open the doors?
But Broadwater Farm, if you don't know, it's like, you know Top Boy, Summer House?
Yeah.
That's what it was like, and they had a football team as well. So whenever you played Broadwater, you never left your kit on the side. Like, leave it in the boot of the car. You don't leave it on the side, because you'll never get it back.
It's true. I remember when I first started, I went there, I was scared. Because do you know what, you're young, and then you go into an environment, like, you're the only white person there. I'm like, where am I? Am I in the wrong place?
Yeah.
But then, but when you start playing football, you kind of prove yourself, and then people start respecting you. Because football, I think with football, like, you gain a lot of respect. If you're good, you gain a lot of respect from people like that.
You know what? When was the mindset? We done a mindset podcast.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
And like having good mindset. Yeah. But I always refer back to the time when we were playing football. But you just speaking about that, like, I don't think you can teach people how to harden up until you put them in environments like that.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. I think you going into somewhere like that and you're like the only white person there, you're like, shit, how am I going to be able to prove myself? Do you know what I mean? To these people? Because when you go in, like, everyone's looking at you, like, who's this guy? But when you start playing, and they're like, all right, he's all right, you know?
You fit
and
in.
you're getting respect, and then you fit in, and then they got your back regardless of what's going on. But yeah, I started there, then left there, played for a few other clubs in Enfield, but this was when I was young. Then I went to Cambridge United, played there for 2 years. And then after that, I went to Turkey, and I think I played in Turkey about 6. If I'm not sure.
You was there that long? Wow.
Yeah, for about 6. It was hard though there because when you go, remember you're like a boy from London. Them boys look at you like raw, like he's coming from London to play football in Turkey, like he's coming to take our bread. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
And they like their bread there, innit?
It was a bit hard, like making the transition, but yeah, I enjoyed my time there. Obviously, I didn't carry on because obviously it's the same old one, isn't it? My ankle, innit?
Why did you make it? I was injured.
Nah, 3 ACL reconstructions. My body slowed down, and then I come back, played for Haringey Borough, Ram and Prem, etc. And then when my PT business got busy, that's when I completely let go. Yeah, you have to. Because I'm not travelling to Margate on a Thursday night. Do you know what I mean? And then coming back at like 12:01 and waking up at 4 a.m. to go PT again. Like, it weren't...
Been there, bro.
Yeah, it's long, innit? Cold nights in Margate or somewhere there.
And they give you £5 in a brown envelope.
Yeah, when they give you the money in the brown envelope, like, yeah, this is your money. You look at it, bro. You can't even get a bus home.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's cold. It's barely covering your costs. But I mean, like when you talked about your ACL as well, or was it your ACL reconstruction? Yeah. Like take us through sort of that. How long were you out for? What sort of like mental state were you going through? What was your rehab like?
The first time I think the second time and the third time it happens, you kind of get used to it. You know what's coming, innit? But the first time when it happened, it was like, how am I gonna walk again?
Same knee. When you back, you done 2 on one knee. 2 and then 1 on one knee.
Yeah. So when it first happened, it was literally like I didn't even think nothing happened. All I heard was like a snap, like a bone sound.
Yeah.
I heard like a bone sound, and that was it. And I thought, I'll be alright. I tried to go back on the pitch, my knee gave way. Had surgery, and then once I had surgery, literally when you're on the surgery bed and you get up, you're like, how am I gonna walk again? Because your knee won't bend. You're like, if I walk, I'm happy. Like, how do you get to that stage? But the rehab and that was tough because you got to get range of motion in your knee. Because on one of mine, I've got a cadaver as well.
Wow.
So it's actually even harder, like trying to get range of motion to. But yeah, it was tough.
Did they take your hamstring or quad?
I got hamstring, I got patella, and then I've got cadaver. Yeah, so my left is hamstring. So left hamstring and patella here.
You used to be taller, innit? That is mad.
Hey man, these small jokes, man.
Come on, mate, Andy, let's leave it out, alright? You're not exactly a twin.
After my patella, why are you short? My patella, innit?
Yeah. Got my knees done.
I promise, I was 6'1" before this.
Oh my days.
That was bad. Andy, on that, have you guys had any like serious setbacks or injuries like that?
I broke my arm in 2 places playing for Brimsdown Rovers when I was about 12, 13. And I went for a sliding tackle, sat on it, then the referee fell on me as well.
Well, the referee... Why was the referee so close, bro?
That's not doing his job.
And it was, summer, when the ground's like cement.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in half, and I remember I was like this, behind, I was sitting on it, and I knew something bad had happened, but it don't hurt at that stage. I just knew something happened.
Doesn't it hurt when you break?
I couldn't feel anything.
Not for Andy, no.
And I had the adrenaline.
Nothing does.
But like all the adrenaline was pumping. It was like a derby game I was playing, and my dad was the linesman. He was kids, and he'd come on, and I could see people's faces. They knew something bad was happening. I remember he pulled it from behind, and was handing it here, and I could see it, and it was like in half. So then obviously they got me off the pitch, and I remember to this day I watched 65 minutes of the remaining match before the ambulance came. Took them so long. Chase Farm dead. Chase Farm Hospital. And then, all I remember is the speed bumps. As my adrenaline was going, I was getting cold and it was hurting. And going over the speed bumps in the ambulance, I could just feel it going. You could just feel it moving. Oh. And I was like, oh yeah, well, they'll just put it in a cast or whatever, innit? You know, because when you're at school, and they were like, you need an operation. So I have 2 plates and 12 screws. They're still in there. And I just remember coming out of the cast and going, exactly your thoughts. You were like, how am I going to straighten? How am I going to do a push-up again? How can I couldn't even envisage like using it again.
Yeah.
So that's my major one.
When something like that happens, it's like, shit.
I've never had anything like that.
No.
I've never broken a bone or anything.
Guildford,
really?
No.
Guildford
never.
soft. Built different.
Yeah, but I don't play football. These two had it in football.
That was playing Sims.
That's true.
That was playing Sims, isn't it?
I was playing Knockdown Ginger.
Organic goat's cheese and that.
Organic everything.
That was playing Sims.
Yeah, exactly. I had a ruffle in my hand. I was in a little car accident. Got my watch face broke, so I got some glass from the watch.
No.
Severed the tendon in my middle finger.
Wow.
So my middle finger was just like drooped. I couldn't pick it up. Couldn't
What?
work it at all.
Wow.
So I had to get.
What watch was it?
I think it was only like a rotary or something like that.
Makes sense.
Only a rotary.
Yeah, exactly.
Only a rotary. Man sitting in.
I was 17, so you got to allow it. Yeah.
Man was 10 and he had a rotary. Man sitting there with his Casio, wasn't it? £41.
31mm 41. £41. Man's got monthly direct debit, £3.50.
What's that song again? That remind us for that song.
No.
You need to tell that story.
Go on now.
No, I don't even know who it's by.
Dave. Good old Dave. And that basically yesterday asked me, what's that song? Air Force 1 or Air Force 4? I was like, no, Jordan 4s or Jordan 1.
Leave me alone. I'm actually into my music.
Some songs are so catchy though. That's in my head now.
the whole podcast. We're all going to enjoy that. Tom, we can play that over the top, right? Nice.
I feel that was an intro.
I like it. Ali as well. Like once you finished up with football, what sort of drew you into PT and that sort of career move for you?
Money. No, I'm joking.
You're in the wrong industry, bro.
I was expecting that.
You picked the wrong industry.
Oh, I just love helping people.
I know it was doing that. I really wanted to help people.
Money and
money in
nuts.
I love helping people and helping myself and my wallet.
I need a cash and hand job.
I need a cash in hand job.
So Boris isn't taking that money from me.
No, obviously. Obviously, because I've played football my whole I've been active. I want to do something where it's something to do with like being active, helping people be active. So that's one of the reasons I got into it. But yeah, apart from the cash,
apart from that, real talk.
How do you do cash in hand when you're online now?
Yeah.
HMRC are onto me. HMRC are onto me. They're like, why so many transactions? Normally, you deposit $2,000 for the year. Yeah, I guess people say that they're like, oh, I'm just so passionate about really helping. No one will do it for free. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
No one will do it for free.
It's a job.
No one's gonna do it. Of course, they like helping people, but like with all the effort you put in, you're gonna get paid for what you're doing. But yeah, of course, I like helping people, and obviously it was still in sporting kind of background, so that's why I tried to go this way.
Yeah, I rate that. Game time, guys. I thought we'd do a little 10-second rule. I don't know if you guys have ever played this before. You got 10 seconds. I'm gonna name you. Say like name 10. Name 3 like supermarkets, and you got to name 3 supermarkets.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But not that, because that's a bit dead.
Play 3-second rule before, isn't it? You know, on the floor when you drop something. 3 seconds.
Pick you up and eat it. No, but that normally got extended to 20 lately.
Depends how hard up you are. Yeah, exactly.
Drop down to 1 in COVID.
Nat, why don't we kick off with you?
Oh my god, so we don't all do it together?
No.
It's all you,
It'd be a bit easier if you all did it together.
Alright, so I've just got to do 3 things.
You got to name three things. I'm gonna get a quick timer up. So you got 10 seconds to name 3 words that mean muscular.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Hench, dench, packing.
Yeah, you got it. What's also packing?
Yeah.
I think packing means
Packing.
something else.
Packing. What are you packing?
Doesn't mean muscles. It means
more
anyway.
More than, isn't it?
Have I got the same question now?
No. You got a different one, mate.
Well, you were thinking about them, innit?
Yeah.
No, man.
What would you
I'll
then?
tell you what. We'll do them all for you. So yeah, you got to name 3.
All
You can't
for
have
you.
any. You can't have any of Nats.
All right, yeah.
So let's go.
Swole,
Yeah.
bulky,
Yeah.
thick.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
I wrote that. You've
Words
had 2
for
people answer.
muscle.
Alright, see if you can do it now. 3 words that mean muscular. Go.
Oh, hypertrophy, sarcoplasmic.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
too
Guy!
Nah.
Someone
give him some
personality.
You know what I'm saying?
Physiology.
That's a Greek word, you know.
It is, isn't it?
What, mate?
Was it hypertrophy?
Yeah.
No.
Rate that. Anyway.
I knew it was going to come out with something like that.
Yeah,
of course you would.
same.
I didn't even have time to think.
You can tell he's sitting on this. I'm not excited for this next one. Ali, we'll start with you and then we'll go around like that, so you'll get an equal opportunity. 3 leg exercises for me.
Leg extension, hamstring curl, squat.
Jeez.
Andy, you're up. Go.
Pets and step up.
No.
Bro. Just name some side legs.
Hack squat.
No, yeah, over 10 seconds, mate.
I started laughing.
I know exactly what.
Hack squat.
It is with 3 more. Let's go.
Step up, reverse lunge, and a banded split squat.
Yeah.
I should have said like leg extension, leg flexion, hip extension.
I should have gone. Yeah, just booty bands, just like crab walks, fire hydrants, all that good stuff.
Donkey kicks.
Power plate squat. Power plate squat.
I Hey, what happened to the power plates?
I don't know, they just disappeared because they used to be a thing. I remember doing a whole course on it at Virgin.
I remember
Learning
going to
about
your power play
frequencies.
class.
I remember when I first joined Fitness First and as an FC, and they were showing me how to use it. But through my head, I was like, how is this helping me squat on this because it's vibrating?
Yeah, it's madness.
It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's why there's none about now.
Well, I heard it was
I
like
think it's a big expense.
to shake your
versus-
fat.
But
Like,
it's
no,
like
it's like
vibrating
to
fat
sh-
cells.
to-
Imagine
yeah,
that
and
as
like to
something
shake
like
them
that.
off.
Imagine
Like,
now as a company you're spending 10k on a piece, a kit, and you've got 10 of them in your gym, and then no one uses them.
you know what though? They actually did them at one point in like beauty salons,
Yeah.
and you
For
could
real?
stand on them for 30 minutes, and that's what they would do. That's what they would, to shake your fat cells.
I remember there's a woman that used to come into the gym when I was at Oxford Street. She used to stand on it like a half, like little bit of a squat position, and stand on there for like 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Mad.
That was her session.
And Summers is
Wow.
cheaper anyway.
Huh?
And Summers is cheaper. Anyway. Now you got the vibration gun, innit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
What,
why
how do you know about that?
It's cheap, innit?
Most people don't know how to use them though. That's
The massage gun.
Yeah,
I
what
got
do
that.
you think I was talking about?
Some other stuff.
Some more and some other stuff.
Some more stuff. My wish list looking mad.
Andy, hit me with 3 fad diets. Go.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, he set me up. He set me up.
Vegan massive.
He set me up.
That's
You're done.
your 10
I
seconds.
did mine.
That's your 10 seconds. Nat, let's go.
Atkins, paleo,
Oh, paleo
carb
stress.
free.
Paleo stresses me out, but yeah, Ali, let's go.
Paleo.
They're all the same.
Herbalife.
Yeah.
Very careful with that, yeah.
Is it Herbalife or Herbalife?
I think it's
Herbalife.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Herbal.
basically if you want to be in a
Herbal.
pyramid scheme, then like it's calm.
Herbalife.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of money doing that, you know.
Hey, you know when I first started PTing, I almost signed a contract to start with Herbalife.
I
For
did.
real?
I
Yeah,
did.
I did. I nearly did. Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually did 10 years ago because back then it was like the new, like I'd never heard of it. I was just
Yeah.
selling supplements for. I was like, yeah, boom.
So if you go
Monday.
on Herbalife and Google Andy's name,
I
you'll
didn't
know
even
as a
know,
practitioner.
but I actually did. And then I actually
Brand
never made
ambassador.
one sale.
You know what I mean?
Straight away, like I signed up, got it, all the leaflets, everything came through, and I was like, this is bollocks. It's costing me more money than anything just to get it
Yeah.
going.
I remember this guy was trying to sell it. The Turkish guy was trying to sell it to me, but he'd been making a lot of money through the Turkish community. So he tried to get me like, because obviously if he signs me up, he gets money, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
it's pyramids, yeah.
Yeah. I thought to myself, this is all a bit mad. I went to this Herbalife like studio place in Southgate. There was a gym there, and they were selling Herbalife there.
Anytime Fitness.
And he gave me like this, and he gave me this Herbalife drink, telling me about everything. And he's like, oh, there's paperwork. So I get the paperwork and we sign, we get you out. I was like, no, but it sounds a bit fishy. So I went home, thought about it. Now that guy don't even do Herbalife no more, bro.
Yeah,
He's done out here. Like, don't even PT no more.
it's mad.
It's crazy.
No, not about that. Nat,
Oh,
hit me with 3 things you shout when you bench.
I don't bench.
Is that what you
Is
said?
that one of them? Is that one when you
Yeah.
shout?
I don't know.
No, I'm a rubbish person to ask with that one.
Hey,
Ali,
Oh,
Ali,
no.
let's go. Let's
Ali's
go.
screaming for it.
Let's go. Come on.
lightweight, baby.
Obviously. What
that
else you
was-
shouting, Ali? Come on.
That's what I actually
That
shout.
is that
Lightweight.
That was
is that
3
what
words.
we could- yeah,
Lightweight
that,
baby.
that was. Yeah. Best.
3 things. Lightweight,
Go on.
baby.
I'll go.
Andy, come on.
Bah. My first one.
Woof.
Yep. Is number 2.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Up.
Yeah.
Bah.
I think that helps, you know.
Yeah, you know them ones
You
when
say
your client
something.
does it and you rack it and then like all this COVID comes out of their mouth like, and then, I think the bench should have been banned during COVID.
So yeah, no,
Because
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like number one
oh, no,
German. Like.
That's what they did at commercial gyms. I remember I went into a
Yeah, they
the
stopped you
gym group
spotting.
one. Yeah, you
Oh,
couldn't
you know
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Don't
couldn't.
spot.
No spot.
Mans are dying
Oh,
from
no, exactly.
back
This is
injuries now, not COVID. like breaking their shoulder.
Gonna drop a barbell on
stay
my
here.
neck. That's fine. But
Rates
don't
have
cough
gone
on
up due to back injuries in gyms. PTs are saying spotting should come back.
That's legit it.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's mad. But Ali, hit us with the last one. Give me 3 bad or dumb exercises.
Oh,
Oh god, a banded split squat.
jeez.
Banded split squat and what else is there? That's mad. the cable pull-throughs with the thing on it.
The thrusters, yeah,
the thrusters,
exactly. Everyone's looking when you're doing those. Treating that rope nice. You got to take that rope out for dinner afterwards.
Jeez.
Andy, it's with a couple. Let's go.
Stepper machine kickbacks.
Yeah, boy.
Shrugs and front raises.
Yeah, fair.
There you go.
What? Tell the people why you don't like shrugs and front raises, because I know they're quite common ones.
Most people are fucked in their traps, really tight, and then you're making them more tight. And then secondly, everyone's so locked up anteriorly, so from the front, why do you need to do more to further exaggerate the problem? That's basically.
It's because they can see it.
Exactly. If you can see it in the mirror, I feel like that's what people enjoy. People enjoy exercises. They can look at their gains, basically. Nat, hit us with whatever you've got. 10 seconds.
When people say like bicep curl deadlift and
it's unnecessary parents.
Yeah,
that drives me
Functional,
mad.
isn't it?
Lunge with a bicep curl to a
Or
shoulder
any
press.
functional.
But lunge and twist, innit, on the toilet.
Anything with a boozer ball is no.
Yeah.
Buzzy ball, yeah.
But you know what's so crazy though? I guess like probably some of us done it as well. But back in the day, I've done some of these exercises. I'll probably take the piss out of now. I've done it. I've made clients do it.
That's why we can take the piss out of it, because I know what it feels like.
You go through that and you learn, and you like. Actually,
I remember making my clients do cable pull-throughs.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking, I think it's a great exercise. Now I'm like, raw, what was I doing? Do you know what I mean? So
it's not great to set up.
So Karen,
Yeah.
Helen, if you're listening, I'm sorry. That money you've been paying me, I'm really sorry.
But I promise if you pay me some more
like
now.
I said in the contract, there was no refunds.
Learn through experience.
If you pay me now, I promise I'll be better. Come back to me, Helen.
My 90-day plan starts Monday.
Yeah.
My rate's gone up.
Yeah.
Ali, just speaking to Andy, sorry, the alliteration threw me off a little bit there, being like Ali Andy, but that could be a decent band though.
Ali Andy.
Now that's something you can shout when you bench. Ali Andy! On the way up. You told me like a great proportion of your clients are women, and I was just wondering if you see much of a disparity in the way that men and women approach training when they come to you, and sort of the attitude difference.
I think the reason I started training more women was because the gym I first started working at was more women. I think it was something like 80% women in the gym. It's like a ridiculous amount. So when I started training women, I think I got more experience, started understanding their worlds a little bit more. Because I did want to train men when I first started PTing. But then once I started training women, I thought I got along with them really well. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. A lot of women do like a man to train them. I don't know why. From all the clientele I've had in the past. Huh? No. I don't know why, because I've spoken to a lot of women before and they've said to me they would rather a man train them. But I don't know. That's from my experience.
Yeah, for sure.
So since training a lot of women, that's where I just kept doing that, to be honest with you. And even my online coaching program right now, I do coach mostly women, but I do have a lot of men that I coach privately. But yeah, I do enjoy coaching both, to be honest with you. But how can I say it? Obviously not sounding a bit...
there's a line to tread. Yeah.
There's a lot more... I think with women, there's a lot more obstacles that can occur rather than like men, if I'm right, Andy. Yeah.
I mean, we did the podcast last week about women and men, the differentiations, and the one that smacks everyone in the face is the menstrual cycle. Yeah, you have to deal with those things. Yeah. So it's the same. You do the same things with people. You just have to understand what's happening with them at different times of the weeks and months and all the rest of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think they come in with a different attitude as well. There's no like masculine bravado. I think I've had some people come in and they feel a little bit nervous to train with me sometimes because, you know, whenever it's two blokes, you know, it can feel a little bit like there's some kind of tension there, or they feel like, I don't know, I've got to prove my masculinity when you really don't in that case. And then when you train women, you don't have any of that, obviously, which is, I suppose, from a coaching perspective, quite enjoyable.
I think most men, when they inquire, want to train with a man, and then when women come in, they either want to train with a man or a woman. So you don't often get men coming in and saying, I want to train with women.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
I think it's women are more open to trying new stuff, or like if you tell them to do certain things, they will listen to you and try and learn. Where men, it's like first you have to break down the ego.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think it's like intimidating.
Yeah. You got to win them over, get their trust, and then you can start coaching them. So it's like a different psychological thing, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I think so.
My first client I had, Charles, he actually inquired for a female personal trainer. He's about 50 odd. He inquired for a female personal trainer for I don't know what reasons, but he wanted a female personal trainer, and then he got me. And then he was like, "Rob, imagine asking for a female trainer and you get me hairy, looking like this." Hello.
I'm Ali, not Alexander.
Yeah, surprise. No, but he said to me, I still talk to him now. But he said to me, he gave me like a shot. He was like, "Let me just see how it goes, innit? If I get along with this guy, then I will." But yeah, since then
I think you have in your head, I think who you would like to be coached by or who you'd like to be trained by. But I think ultimately you just have to click with the person.
100%.
And you have to appeal to your audience.
That's the be all and end all of coaching, though, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter how you could be the most intelligent, knowledgeable coach in the world, but if people don't like spending time with you, they're not going to.
Look at Andy.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got no clients.
No clients spending time with him.
At the end of the day, I think you have to get really vulnerable in order for you to become coached. So people have 100%. To showcase their vulnerability, and sometimes they'll be like, "Well, I want to go with the man because I'm happy to be vulnerable," or "I'll go with the women because I'm not sure about my vulnerability yet, so I'll be secure if I go there." Or I think that's a big part of it.
That's why being likable is so important when it comes to PT, man. Even like if it doesn't matter if you're gym floor or online, if people don't click with you or like you, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you got. To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter.
It's true
because everyone's really talking about the same things.
Yeah,
everyone's talking about the same things online, or like talking about on social media. Menstrual cycle, how do you do a split squat, how do you do... Everyone's talking about the same thing, but it's about...
Yeah, it's just if you click.
Yeah, and how can you put it in your way to put your personality across?
It's like at school, you know, you'd always have that favourite teacher. Like, he knows exactly the same as the other maths teachers.
The substitute
but why
teacher,
why does his lesson resonate with you? Because it's...
The substitute teacher is my favourite, isn't it? Free lesson.
Free lesson, you've got free lesson.
I did a nasty thing, just really digressing here, but I was in art class and then we like undid all the glue sticks and then threw them all to the ceiling, and she didn't know, and then she was like giving a demonstration, then one of them just fell down splonked in front of her, and then she was like, "You little shit," and she looked up at the ceiling.
Oh man, you know in school, I gotta tell you this, I got excluded once. My dad nearly killed me, bro. I'm gonna tell you how I got excluded, you're not gonna believe it. So basically, I don't know, I'm going off topic.
No.
Okay.
You've built it up so much, I can't not hear
Listen to this, though. So in school, obviously, there's a boy called, one of my mates called Nico, but I don't really talk to him no more, but he was a mate back then, Nico. And Nico he thought it was a clever idea to bring a pack of condoms into school. We're in secondary school, but we're like year 9. And Nico's taking them out in classroom. People are blowing them up and everything. There's a supply teacher. And I blew one, popped it. Supply teacher walks through the door, boom, on the shoulder.
You're going now.
Who done that? So it was Ali.
Nah.
Go down, head teacher's office. Head teacher's office. Everyone's in it. All the boys are in head teacher's office. We're waiting. We're outside. Nico's not there though. So everyone's talking to each other. We're like, "Boys, let's just say it was Nico. Let's get let's blame Nico." And everyone's like, "All right, Nico." Everyone's Nico. Cool, bro. Nico. One person goes in, comes out. 2 person goes in, comes out. 5 people go in, comes out. I'm like the last person to go in. Head teacher goes, "Ali, your name's mentioned 9 times."
Paul.
Bro, I got excluded saying that I was the one that done it, bro. There's no friendship, man. Everyone's a snake. But my mum told my dad, and my dad wanted to smack me up, man. I didn't go to school for like a week because I was excluded.
Loved it.
Oh, mate. Moral of the story: don't trust people.
Exactly.
No, absolutely not. Let's shift it back slightly. Ali, you talk about like having a great proportion of your business online. How did you find the pandemic, and like, are you still feeling some effects of that, or has your business changed like pre and post?
Man, when the pandemic first hit, I was like, oh shit, I'm done out here. Because first couple of weeks, I was just like still trying to register what was going on, innit? Because I'm on the gym floor. I got no gym now. What am I gonna do? There was people in my gym saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do virtual sessions for £10." I'm thinking to myself, £10? I can't charge £10, bro. Like, I went a bit like my head was gone a bit for the first couple of weeks. Then I was like, I contacted all my clients and said, "Look, we can do virtual sessions for a little bit if you want until everything like passes by." So I was still paying what they were paying on the gym floor, but doing virtual. But luckily, most of my clients had gym in their house and they had equipment. That was lucky. And then I started working with a mentor, and then slowly, just transfer my business online. And now I probably do maybe just a couple of virtuals a week, but most of my business is all just programming, etc. But now, no. I think now it's completely past people. I think a lot of people want online now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. We've had inquiries through and people specifically asking for online, whereas before, oh my gosh, you
never have to
get that. You would really have to push it. But yeah, loads of people now would just inquire for online as if it's just a service.
Time efficient.
It's always been there.
Yeah.
They've
realised it with work, and now they're like, I could just do it for gym too.
Even like commuting to work now, people are like, oh, am I going to commute to work? I can just do it at home. It's exactly the same for training.
Exactly. Time, innit? That's it. Time. People, especially people, most of your clients are probably like business owners or working really high, like corporate jobs. Even their 20 minutes of like getting off the train, walking, that's valuable for them. So most people now just they want online, and that's why I think a lot of gyms are suffering. Most of the gyms in Central, they're dying. I think
they are. They're done.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Most people don't work in London, and secondly, people have learned that there's other avenues to helping themselves with fat loss. And let's be realistic, with fat loss being the major goal that most personal trainers will look after, adherence is the biggest thing. So if you can create a program that makes everyone tick all the boxes they need to do, then it's gonna work. Like, you don't need to see me every single week for an hour.
Yeah.
To do the things that you know you should be doing. So if I can create a program for you to follow it, and I think that's what personal trainers have done. They've cottoned onto it, and gyms are fucked, basically. Yeah,
because I remember I used to train a lot of people, and there's people that just come see me once a week. Nothing would happen. Yeah. Nothing would happen because
babysitting instead.
I'm not Voldemort. Like, I can't, for an hour a week, you can't do anything. Like, do you know what I mean? So with online, obviously, there's a bit more accountability involved. A bit more structure involved with their training, etc. I think it gives them access to a lot more stuff for them to go and do it themselves, which helps. Most of my clients that were on the gym floor now are getting better results. So that's why I think. But I'm not going to say, I believe online coaching is the best way. Do you know what I mean?
But it's that mindset shift of, oh shit, I have to do this myself. Yeah, you fucking do. Even if you're training with me, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So I think it's that shift of people have to like grab it by the balls basically and get on with it.
No, 100%. Because most people that are, I'll sign up to a PT, I don't need to do anything now, he's going to sort me out.
Exactly. And it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of like gyms dying and stuff, I mean, do you think that people can actually get the same results at home as they can in the gym? Because I'm aware, like, you say like a lot of your clients are having better results at home, but do you think that's necessarily because they're just working more? Because, like you say, the accountability side, they're training not once a week, they're training 3 times a week. Yeah. Now they're seeing some progress. But do you actually think you can get better results at home than you can in a gym environment?
Depends on your goal.
Yeah, I was about to say, it depends on the goal. Because at the end of the day, for example, we started weightlifting. Now, if you're a complete beginner, probably need to go and see someone weightlift. Yeah, I know there's some programs out there. You look at Sonny's program, for example, it's wicked. But not everybody's going to be able to just go and do something like that. They're going to need that contact time. If it's fat loss, then there's so much out there. The major player is, are you actually doing it? And like you say, like now they've gone from doing 1 time a week to like they're training every day because there's a little bit in the program that makes them do something.
I think it depends what your training age is as well.
Yeah.
Like if you've been training for ages, then you could probably just be coached online. That's fine. You could get programs, you could catch up with your coach. But if your training age is very young, then you probably need that. You could really, really benefit from that one-to-one contact time.
I also think it's to do with you and what you're offering. So previous, you would take anybody that came to you. Hey, can you train me? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, by making yourself an online trainer or a weightlifting coach or a muscle building coach, whatever it is, you now put yourself on a pedestal where you're only going to take a certain ilk of client coming in. So the type of person that wants online training is likely going to want to train on their own because you have to.
Yeah.
So straight away they have initiative. It's the type of person that enrolls on your product or on your service. It sets you up to get a result. Because in the gym, I'm training every Tom, Dick and Harry that comes through the door at times, and it don't always work like that.
Yeah.
I think people can not push themselves at home sometimes, which can be an issue, because I feel like sometimes a gym environment, you know, you can get a little bit fired up, you see other people working out, and you feel that almost like pressure, I've got to keep going, whereas if you're at home, you got TV there, you got your laptop, you got your phone, you whatever, you can dick about, you can go lie on the sofa. So I think you've got some people, not all people, I don't think, it depends on how motivated you are as a person, but a gym environment can benefit you like that. Of
course.
As well as the fact, if you're at home and you've only got some 5 kg dumbbells and you know you're like a 80, 90 kilo bloke who can, push some serious weight, then that's not going to be doing a lot for you. Like repping out like 60, 70, 80 reps with those fives.
I can't.
You're not going to get a big chest.
Even if we've got quite a bit of kit at home, and I can't train at home at all. It's just the worst.
I want to see people sweating like me. Like it gets me going, innit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
When I go to my local gym, it's like a bodybuilding gym. When I go there, my mindset is on. I'm there to train because everyone's spotting each other. People are shouting. People are lifting heavy weights. Yeah. When I'm at home, it's just me and my thoughts. And you don't want me and my thoughts, bruv. When I'm there, my
it's like putting a Nescafe putting your Nescafe on, like talking yourself out of it.
Yeah, man. It's like your head's just not there, is it? Do you know what I mean? So it's good to be in a definitely picking your gym. I reckon the gym you train at so important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, even like when we go weightlifting, there's women there that are clean and jerking over 100, and I'm standing there thinking like I'm 3 times your weight. What the fuck am I doing? But then that makes me train. Yeah. Whereas at home I'm like, yeah, that's all right. Look at my clean. I did like 20 kilo clean. I'm happy. Yeah. Putting it on Instagram. So your environment is important.
I haven't done any of that stuff,
Come down.
I'll come down but you know what it is though? I remember I done it once with Nick. He made me do a few things. My body just doesn't.
Yeah, it takes
time, innit?
Yeah. It does take so much time.
Innit? Because I'm doing it, I feel awkward.
You know what? It's like golf.
You do it first.
It's like golf. You can't just turn up and swing, and then all of a sudden you're good at swinging. You have to.
Right.
I played golf once.
like Dave Dog, and then the goal.
I played golf once though. Never played again.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so let's get into fantasy land. Why not, for a little bit, just for a mediation spin, because usually, Ali, for context, I would do Max's mediation where I basically act like a marriage counsellor between these two and just ask him a question and just basically stir
Should have brought my missus here as well.
Should have done a group session. Exactly, that's what we needed. So, but instead, I thought I would simply ask you guys what your dream fitness retreat looks like. Who you going with? So you can win some brownie points here. Yeah. What your dream fitness retreat looks like. Who you're going with? Where you're going? What you're doing? All that good stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. We've lived it.
Oh,
we've already done our dream fitness.
It's just turning into a plug, isn't it, Andy?
No, we've already done it. Like we had our best friends with us. We packed it out. We were in Ibiza in Cyprus. We've done it about 5-6
the
times.
best.
It was wicked.
I think it would be.
We did it.
Yeah.
We done it. I've lived it.
I would love to do that.
We're sick, and then the pandemic
hit. Mate, you come on the next one. It'll be sick.
I would love to do that. When would you organise that?
We usually did May and then May and October.
Sometimes September.
And we did Cyprus and Ibiza.
I think we did 3 in Cyprus and we did 2 in Ibiza, and then the pandemic hit and it was like, can't be honest.
So they're training every day?
Yeah.
No, more than like
3 times a week. Yeah. A day. Sorry.
Yeah.
2 times a day.
3 times. It's not
2
all
to
killers.
3 times.
It's like yoga. It's like weightlifting.
Activities.
Hiking, jet skis. It was sick. We already done it.
I'd love to do that, bro. Do you know what it is?
Tennis.
You know when I go holiday, yeah. I love training on holiday.
You know why? I love it.
You know why? Because your phone doesn't ping with clients. You just think
but because I actually like training, so like when I go on holiday, like that is my time.
The best thing is training and go to the beach and you feel good.
Yeah, it's the best.
Where'd I go? Rome. Trained.
Yeah.
Prague.
Trained.
I trained. Yeah. I'm gonna train. Why am I not gonna train?
Yeah,
I remember went to the night before we flew out. because it was at Stansted. Stansted is close to me, but it's always nice to stay in a hotel really close to the
Yeah,
airport
I
and then
know.
go. It's like an extra.
Cuts
Yeah,
the stress.
always do that. It's just less stress. You wake up 10 minutes during the terminal.
Yeah.
So I stayed at there's like a Hilton. No, there's a Hilton there next to Stansted. Last went to Prague. We stayed there. Bro, there's a gym there. I thought, why not? Let's train. I'll train. I love it. I think that's how you know when someone's really like, when people really enjoy training.
You're doing it
because I enjoy it. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to force my body to do it. I'm just like,
I might as well do it because I'm gonna lose body fat. You do it because you like it.
Yeah, it puts you in the right mental state.
But do you know what though?
Yeah.
That's where I think a lot of people go wrong. Their mindset when they start training is, oh my god, how can I lose 10 kilos in 90 days? Let me go. But if you say, do you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then you lose 20 kilos.
You will.
Yeah.
You will.
Exactly.
Because it's your mindset.
Yeah. Look at it like a run. Imagine like trying to run. You could absolutely sprint a mile as fast as you physically could, or you could just take a leisurely stroll. Like you'll enjoy the journey a bit more and just ride it out. Thank you guys all so much for listening to the More Than Muscle podcast, and thank you Ali for coming on as well. It's been an absolute joy. I'm going to roll out the red carpet as well, mate. Shamelessly plug anything that you want to plug, anything you want the people to find you, what you're doing
Big up
in your
yourself.
life. Yeah, exactly. Big up yourself again, mate.
I want to big up myself. 31, 41, millimeters, 21. Now, Instagram, big_Ali_PT. Thank you for having me anyway on. I really enjoyed it. And yeah.
Love that, mate.
That's where you'll find the banter.
Exactly.
All the videos.
It's where the good stuff's at. It's where we're also on More Than Muscle LTD, PT Andy Polides, PT Nat Sylvester, and Max.fitness on Instagram.
And what about your TikTok?
My TikTok, my big TikTok.
Have you got any more followers?
I don't know, mate. I literally set it up like a week ago.
And God.
TikTok has been taking over my life. Don't download it, bro.
No!
I'm literally like on this.
This is like so old now.
Even my uncle in Cyprus using it now. I went to Cyprus the other day.
Hang about, you guys are saying it's so old, but you're only on Instagram, which is like.
You can be there for an hour, bro.
Yeah, but it's just had an update, Max.
Has it now? Yeah. That's why Instagram. That's for the young hip kids.
But you know what? Sometimes I do get like video ideas off TikTok, bro.
Yeah.
You know some of the songs and stuff. People
I
are
just
creative.
honestly in lockdown I wasted my life on TikTok.
I can't get into
you
stuff
could
like
literally spend 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not into it. I'm not. I post it and I go off because I know I'll get sucked in.
And leave it what?
The non-league paper.
Who's been sold for a tenner?
Yes.
God's sake.
Who's giving out free kebabs after games?
Aaron Gilborough.
Alright guys, I'm going to put a needle in it. Right, lovely stuff. Cheers guys. See you next week.